In October 2023, a sudden and intense conflict erupted between Israel and Hamas, refocusing the world's attention on the instability in the Middle East. This unexpected war represents not only a clash of modern military and political strategies, but also a live demonstration of ancient wartime wisdom. The Art of War by Sun Tzu, an ancient tactical classic, continues to show its profound influence today. This analysis will take you deep into the core principles of waging war, the second chapter of the Art of War, and explore how these principles were applied in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. From the suddenness of the attacks to the application of deception, from rapid mobilization on the battlefield to mastering the terrain and timing, each tactical decision reflects the essence of Sun Tzu's teachings. Join us as we explore how these ancient strategies demonstrate remarkable vitality and practical value in modern warfare. Sun Tzu first introduced the 5 forces, which are the fundamental principles guiding combat. These include water, fluidity, fire, ferocity, mountains, stability, earth, breadth, and wind, intangibility. Each force represents specific tactical attributes, and correctly understanding and utilizing these attributes can give one an advantage on the battlefield. The principle of water emphasizes fluidity and flexibility. Just as water flows towards the lowest point conforming to the terrain, an army should also have the ability to adapt to the situation, flexibly adjusting tactics to swiftly exploit the enemy's weaknesses. Water flows in an unfixed form and can bypass obstacles. Similarly, tactically, one should avoid direct confrontation with enemy forces and instead strike at the weakest points where they are most vulnerable. The association with fire lies in the fierce and rapid expansion characteristic of attacks. In tactics, just as fire can spread rapidly, military attacks should also be swift and capable of rapidly expanding gains, causing psychological pressure and physical losses to the enemy. The use of fire is often combined with psychological tactics, enhancing the enemy's fear and unease by showcasing the intensity of the attack. The principle of the mountain represents stability and solidity. In military tactics, this means holding firm on advantageous terrain, using the natural landscape to construct defenses. Just as mountains are difficult to overcome, controlling favorable terrain can make it hard for the enemy to break through, while also providing a solid defensive foundation for one's own forces. The principle of the earth highlights breadth and openness, referring to the use of forces on a broad battlefield. Proper application of this terrain allows an army to freely maneuver and effectively deploy its forces, optimizing the combat positions of each unit. This principle emphasizes finding and utilizing spatial advantages on the battlefield to surround the enemy or to carry out effective tactical deployments. The principle of the wind represents intangibility and rapid changes, akin to the unpredictability of the wind. In military tactics, the use of this force involves speed and suddenness, utilizing rapid maneuvers and surprise attacks to catch the enemy off guard. The application of wind often combines with information warfare and psychological warfare, creating unexpected situations to disrupt the enemy's expectations and preparations. In the Art of War, understanding and applying these 5 forces is crucial. They not only influence tactical decisions, but also profoundly affect strategic planning and the overall direction of combat. Sun Tzu advocates that commanders should flexibly apply these forces based on actual conditions to achieve victory through weakness and intellect. Through such interpretation, we can see a remarkable similarity and relevance between ancient tactical theories and modern tactical practices. Sun Tzu also discussed 7 types of changes possible in warfare, which include the use of direct and indirect forces and transformations in the form of combat. He emphasized that knowing when to use force and when to adapt is key to ensuring victory in battle. 1. Direct and indirect tactics. Direct refers to straightforward, clear attack methods. Indirect involves more roundabout tactical maneuvers. Sun Tzu advocated for the flexible use of both direct and indirect attacks, choosing the most suitable method based on battlefield conditions and the enemy's response. This might include direct assaults on the enemy's vulnerabilities, or employing deception and flanking maneuvers as indirect methods to disrupt the enemy. 2. Combination of the ordinary and the unexpected. Ordinary represents traditional or anticipated tactics. Unexpected refers to surprising tactics. Sun Tzu believed in using the ordinary to nurture the unexpected, drawing the enemy's attention with conventional tactics, then achieving victory with a sudden, unexpected attack. 3. Endless adaptations. Sun Tzu emphasized that tactics should continuously adapt to changes in the battlefield environment and enemy actions, evolving in endless ways to keep the enemy unpredictable and unprepared. This idea highlights the importance of preparing multiple tactical plans and responses, maintaining high adaptability and flexibility. 4. Handling the difficult and the easy manban so. In military strategy, difficult refers to attacking where the enemy is strong, easy refers to exploiting known advantages. Sun Tzu advocated for securing easy positions, then attacking difficult ones, or arranging tactics so that what was difficult to attack becomes easier. 5. The relationship between distance and proximity. This refers to how the geographical positions of both sides should influence tactics. Sun Tzu advocated for utilizing geographical advantages for long-range attacks when possible, or moving quickly to close in on the enemy for a surprise attack. This also involves managing supply lines and controlling marching speed. 6. Grasping safety and danger. Sun Tzu recommended seeking victory from a position of safety. This means undertaking risky tactical moves only when there is no threat, while also being able to find opportunities in seemingly dangerous situations to turn peril into safety. 7. Strengths and weaknesses of forces. This concerns adjusting tactics based on the strength comparison between one's own forces and the enemy's. Sun Tzu noted that against a stronger enemy, cunning and skill should be used, while a weaker enemy might be overwhelmed by strength. Understanding and evaluating the strengths of both sides allows an army to maximize its combat effectiveness by capitalizing on its strengths and avoiding weaknesses. Overall, the 7 changes emphasize tactical flexibility, foresight, and the ability to adjust instantly based on the actual battlefield conditions. Sun Tzu's teachings are not only applicable to traditional warfare, but also hold significant practical relevance in modern competitions and conflicts. By understanding and applying the 7 changes, military commanders and strategists can better master the battlefield, facing each challenge with continuously evolving tactics. The use of reality and deception. A general skilled in the interchange between reality and deception can control the battlefield. Reality refers to the true deployment of an army's strength, while deception is the illusion created through strategic means. Sun Tzu emphasized that a wise general always finds a balance between reality and deception to confuse and defeat the enemy. The tactics of reality and deception are not limited to the military realm. Their core principles are also widely applied in business, sports, and personal strategies. The concepts of reality and deception can be understood in several aspects. 1. Reality and deception of force. By displaying strength in certain areas while concealing deception in others, one can induce the enemy to disperse their forces or move in unfavorable directions. For example, an army might mass a large force in one area, reality, while deliberately appearing vulnerable in another area, deception, to lure the enemy into attacking the weaker spot. 2. Reality and deception in actions. Showing reality and deception in actions means being highly active and aggressive in some respects, while remaining silent and concealed in others. This approach can confuse the enemy, making it difficult for them to determine which actions pose a real threat. 3. Reality and deception in information. Control the flow of information to the enemy, presenting false information, deception, or selectively revealing true information. This can be achieved through disguises, feints, misleading statements, and more. The goal is to lead the enemy to make strategic decisions based on incorrect information. 4. Reality and deception in intentions. Applying reality and deception to strategic intentions means that the goals and plans shown outwardly might be false, while the true intentions are concealed. Through this method, one can lead the enemy to allocate resources to defend or counteract the wrong objectives. By effectively utilizing the principles of reality and deception, one can control the battlefield on multiple levels, increasing the enemy's uncertainty and the likelihood of erroneous judgments, thereby gaining a strategic advantage. The key to the success of these tactics lies in deeply understanding the enemy's psychology and behavioral patterns, as well as in precisely controlling one's own actions and information. In October 2023, the war between Israel and Hamas demonstrated the modern application of several strategic principles from the second chapter of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, titled Waging War. In this conflict, both Hamas and Israel exhibited a deep understanding and application of ancient tactical concepts, surprise attacks, and swift victories. Sun Tzu mentions in the chapter Waging War that full army surprise attacks and rapid victories are crucial strategies. This was fully exemplified by Hamas's attack on October 7th. They chose to launch a large-scale surprise attack early in the morning during a Jewish holiday, a timing that increased the suddenness and psychological impact of the assault. Hamas fired over 3,000 rockets and infiltrated Israeli territory with ground troops, employing a rapid and intense attack strategy aimed at gaining battlefield advantage quickly and forcing Israel to respond swiftly. Reality and deception. Sun Tzu emphasized the use of reality and deception, confusing the enemy with the deceptive arrangements while concealing real strength in unseen places. In this attack, Hamas employed a mix of methods including unconventional methods, like powered paragliders and boats, making it difficult for Israel to accurately predict the attack mode and direction. This diverse attack strategy effectively dispersed Israel's defensive focus, embodying Sun Tzu's saying, "In warfare, there are no constant conditions. Like water, they avoid the strong and strike the weak." Utilizing terrain and timing. Sun Tzu stated that making good use of terrain and choosing the right moment to fight are crucial for success in war. Hamas launched their attack during a holiday, taking advantage of a potential lapse in Israeli readiness. Additionally, they used tunnels and other covert methods to cross the border, demonstrating effective use of terrain and precise timing. Rapid mobilization and response. Israel's response also reflected Sun Tzu's principles of rapid assembly and response. Faced with the sudden attack, Israel quickly mobilized its air force and ground troops to counterattack, aiming to weaken Hamas's offensive capability and restore security at the border. In this in-depth exploration of Sun Tzu's Waging War chapter and its application in the 2023 conflict between Israel and Hamas, we witness how classical wisdom merges with modern tactics to show astonishing practical utility. Sun Tzu's teachings, especially the strategies regarding surprise attacks, reality and deception, terrain utilization, and timing of battles, not only shine with strategic brilliance over millennia, but also provide a unique perspective for interpreting and addressing modern conflicts. By understanding these tactical principles, we realize that regardless of how times change, the importance of strategic foresight and flexibility remains constant. We hope this analysis sparks a deeper interest and understanding of military strategy in you, and that conflicts around the world may find paths to resolution and peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments and suggestions. Your feedback is very important to us. In our next episode, we will explore the third chapter of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, Strategic Attack, where we will delve into how victory can be achieved through strategy rather than combat, and how this concept is applied in today's global competitions. Stay tuned and join us in delving deeper into Sun Tzu's world of strategy, exploring more treasures of wisdom.